Hi everyone, welcome back. Part 2 of how to make a lapbook. And today we're going to start making some pieces to go in it. And I'm starting with an accordion style flip. And I'm going to make it out of music paper because I've got so much of it that I might as well use it for something. You can make it out of your scrapbook paper, plain coffee dyed paper, whatever you've got, guys. Okay, use your stash. And I've got just one piece folded at the moment. I've cut mine to fit my book, which is 7 inches high, and the width is 4.5 across my page. So I've done it for 4. So doubled over is 8. Okay, so 8 by 7, and then when it folds up, you've got that. I've done it slightly smaller because I'm going to be putting a hinge so that it'll flip. Okay, so made all those ahead of time just to save you watching me cut, and we're gonna just fold the others. I've done 4. I think 4 is probably going to be enough, because once you start filling these up, it might get quite big. So, and I'm just going to pile them on top of each other, and I've made little hinges that I'm going to attach. I probably made too many, but I'm going to attach them there. I'll show you. Right, so first of all, I'll just show you how I made these. Now, you can use your scoreboard if you've got one. I do have one, but I don't think you need it for this. Really simple. My piece of scrap music paper goes the length of there, so 4 inches. Okay, and I've done them like 1.5 because that's the size of the scrap that I had. And all you do to make a hinge is fold it in half lengthways. Okay, fold back the top down to the bottom, and then do the same on the other side, or up, whichever way you want to do it. I'll show you again. She says fold it down to the bottom, so you've got a little M or a W, depending on which way up you're looking at that. Okay, so I'll quickly show you again just in case. So all you do is fold your piece of paper in half, and then if you want to do it the other way, fold it up to your fold line, just crease it down, and then turn it over and up to your fold line, whichever way round you find the easiest. Give it a bit of a press, and there you go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Grab your glue. We're hoping mine's going to cooperate. And I'm just going to show you how I attach one of them, not all of them, obviously, because once you've seen me do one, you'll be on your way. So I'm going to give, in fact, I'm going to get a bit of, this is a nice new piece. I'm going to get a little bit of glue paper. Move them out the way. And I'm going to glue down on the edge of my paper. Put it down so that the edge, this bit, the open bit, is facing outwards. This is how I do it. So if you have a better way, carry on. I'm just showing you how I do it. Grab yourself another one of your little hinges and make exactly the same on the other side. Again, the open edge. I don't know whether it makes any difference, to be honest. This is just the way I sort of do it. I just think it gives you, she's gluing her fingers down. When you've got, this is then your pocket, I think you just get that extra room there. So pop them down, and I'm going to do them one at a time. So I'm going to glue down that one, and then making sure you've got your open edges the same end, pop that one on top and sort of square it up. Okay, so this one will still be opening. Quite like it with the music paper. What I should have done, obviously, is grunged it all up first, but I didn't. I always forget that bit. You know what I'm like with the grunging up bits. I always forget. So glue this and just try and keep it square. Just makes it look neater. I quite like doing all this like construction stuff. Do you want me to show you again? Or you got it? Have you got it? You could glue this bit. Put it down. Either way works. If you do decide which way to have these go, I would just do all of them the same. Obviously, I'm going a bit fast. You want to make sure these are stuck down properly before you carry on. She says, da-da, get round the right way. Oh, now I've got some glue on my top bit now. Where's my little tissue? Because I don't really want to be sticking it together. So we'll just get rid of that excess glue. Okay, otherwise it's all going to be stuck together. I'm going to carry on and do the rest, and I'll be right back. If you are turning your, pocket around, then I would suggest that you do dust check where your opening is. Because it's like putting signatures in, isn't it? How many times have I put a signature in upside down when I'm absolutely positive I've got the book the right way round? Too many times to count. Okay. I'll be back once I have finished doing these. Okay, I've left it to dry and went and got some coffee. So it should be not falling apart now. Okay, so what you'll end up with is this. And you're thinking, how am I going to make that pocket? I've got to attach all those. No, because it's the other side that you want. And you've got nice, strong tops to your pockets because you've folded over the paper. Okay, so the only thing you've got to do now is stop everything falling out the bottom. So, more music paper, cut this down to size, and when I say cut, you know I mean just rip it. And it can be just slightly in, because you don't want it coming over the edge. So, I don't know what size this is. About 1.5 inches? Yeah, about 1.5 inches and 7 inches up. Now, oh, that fold's annoying me. I'm going to glue this to the bottom, but because we've got quite a lot going on here, you're going to need like a little spine. So instead of folding this in half, I'm just going to fold it sort of almost to the top, like that. Yeah, and then I'm going to do the same on the other side. So I will end up with a little mini spine like that. So again, use your scoreboard if you feel you need to, but I'm trying to make this LapBook with the minimal of supplies. Okay, for those of us who just don't have them. So back with the glue. So when you fold that bit over, you've covered in all the bottom. And just sort of squeeze it together, leave your little spine at the bottom, and then press it down. I am going to cover the front and the back because I want mine to be completely sort of movable in my book. So I've got some pretty paper that I'm just going to glue onto the front and the back. You don't need to decorate all the inside. And then I've left a gap on purpose, so you don't need to. Just checking I'm on going the right way up. That is something I would do. And I love this because I've printed it on really thin paper and you can see the music paper through it, which I like. And one more. Double check you've got it the right way up. I'm always checking. Always. It's one of my things. If I can have it upside down, I will have it upside down. Okay. Now you can put thumb holes in this if you wish, but I probably won't bother. What I do need to do, I guess, is decide where it's going in my book. So I'm thinking it's going to go on this page here. And then you won't need a closure because when you fold it, it will be in that spine. I could just get some of this and put it around so that I can tie it if I wish to. But you've got to think that this is going to have to go under whatever you put on here. So you'll need to glue this down first if you want to do that sort of closure. I'll do one just so I can show you. So before you put anything else down, you would have to glue this. Now you can use ribbon, string, whatever you've got. And I'm going to use my 3-in-1. Okay. I think that was the centre. I'm pretty sure. It's close enough. It's close enough. So now, whatever I put on top of there, this will be able to tie. The other thing I've now got to do before I put my backing paper is put my fabric bit of spine down there. Okay, before that dried completely, I'm just pulling that back because I've got to get my spine fabric on. Now that's my fabric I'm using for my spines. And I sort of want this on the top. Don't ask me why, I just do. And I'm using this side. So I've got to decide what I'm putting underneath, and this is going to have to go over the top. It's all planning, guys. So I might just put some, I need some thicker scrapbook paper down. I do have this sheet of 12 by 12, which I'm thinking about putting on as a background. What do you think? I might put something else on as well. You know, a couple of pockets or something. I think that might be fine. I'm gonna be grunging this up before I put it on, you know, just sort of around the edges. But I won't bore you with doing that right now. I want my ruler to do some cutting, obviously, you know, precise cutting. Glue the centre, and I'm going to use it this way up because I quite like this side. And I'm going to leave my grungy edges for now, top and bottom, because I don't know whether I'm keeping them or whether I'm going to be cutting them off. So we're going to press that down. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue this side. I'm going to leave the other side for now, in case I need to do something like this. It is very step by step, LapBooks. So I'm going to glue down that centre and then, oops, I think I've gone a bit too big there. And then there. So grab my, press that down. I always like them over the top because I feel that when you put that on, you can see underneath. This is a bit thin. I'm thinking about getting some thicker card for there, guys. I like that, but I don't think it's thick enough. When you're going over the top of these things, you don't really want to see that you've gone over the top, so it needs to be a bit thicker than paper. That's that bit. So now we're getting a little bit more done, but this is how long it takes. And I'm sorry that this video is going, you know, it's going to be quite a long sort of series. But things just take as long as they take. On this card, obviously came from some sort of binder. And I'm going to use this. Let me just move that out of the way one moment. Either side, doesn't really matter, does it? I'm going to do a bit of grunging up with me. Like I did on the cover. Oh, glue this one down. I think we're nearly there. Ah, oh, do you know what? Nearly forgot. Is I've got to make my spine and put this in first. Goodness me. Right, I have made in advance some of these hinges. Now these are what I'm going to be using to put my pieces in, and they're just cardstock that I have cut to 1 inch and scored down the centre. I did do that on my scoreboard, but again, it's only because it's cardstock and it's quite tough. And I'm going to glue that to there so that it will sit in my book like that. Okay, so I need to cut the end because it's obviously too long for some reason. And I know I'm going to get a pattern down the side, but it's fine. I'm gonna grungy that up as well. Everything is going to be, in fact, I'll do that off camera. Okay, so I've sort of, you know, done the edges a bit grungier because they were not very shabby. And I'm going to glue this onto here first. So I'm going to attach that bit to the front, like that. That's going to take some gluing down. I'm just going to hold that. And I'm thinking I might decorate the front before I put it in, and then this piece will be like all done. Well, maybe all done. Maybe I might add some more. I don't know. But I'm just thinking how cute it would look with some lace to cover this. So I've got my basket of, this is all my fabric scraps for doing this journal, this LapBook, and I quite like that to cover that. But I've also got lace. Oh, I've got this trim as well. That's too white. I'd have to grungy that up a bit. This has all been coffee dyed. Too big. What else have I got? Some of this. I mean, I could put some lace down this edge. That would need to be stained up a bit. I feel like it needs something here. Maybe some sort of embellishment on there, like some stamps or something. Now that would be bigger. Can I use both? I probably shouldn't. I should be thinking bulk. I might put that one on. Quite like that. But I'm not going to glue it all the way down in case I want to put something there. Okay, where's my... Oops, no, glue stick will not work. Go back over there on my glue stand. Yeah, I know you can see through it anyway, but I still think it'll look pretty. Yeah, I'm just going to put you down because that's not going to annoy me at all. Is it? It wouldn't annoy me at all sticking up like that all the time. You can just jolly well stay down. So that will be fine for now. Who knows what else we're going to do. So that will be, we can tie that up or just undo it. This needs to be glued down there. I'm going to use this glue because I've got a feeling it's going to be quite tough to glue down. And pop it in. Everything's gluey. Everything's gluey. Press that down again. Oh, no. You know what I need to do? I need to put my fabric on this side as well now. Actually feels like we're getting somewhere now, doesn't it? So we'll pop that on there. I'm not going to go too far that way. See, I say I was going to go over the top, but it looks like my LapBook has different ideas. So because this is one of the inside flaps, we're going to make sure that that is down in its little groove as much as we can, like we did with the tape. It won't be so pronounced because it's, you know, it's got a layer there already. So this is going to be super strong spine. I need to pull that back a bit more. Okay, glue that down. I'm not going to worry about that side just yet, but I will glue them down. And I'll do the other side as well. But you've seen me do that, so you'll be fine. You'll be fine without me doing that bit. Re-glue this. Honestly, glue this, glue that. Now we can put our backing on and cover up all the mess. And I'm going to use this because there's a lot of fabric and chunky bits under there. And I think this would be slightly stronger than my tacky glue. I'm going to put a tiny little bit across the top of there. Make sure that's folding. Make sure that's folding. And it's level-ish. So if that was paper, you'd be able to see all the sort of, you know, bits underneath. And I know it doesn't look very pretty, but once we put some pockets and things on there, it's going to be lovely. And we're going to have loads of room because this is expandable. So that is our first little bit in our LapBook done. I love that. So it won't come out. It won't come out. Nothing will fall out. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed that, guys. And I think that is super cute. And you've got loads of storage space in there for whatever you want to put in it. And we'll be doing the back as well. Okay, that is it for this week. Join me next week and we'll be making another little insert. Thanks guys. See you later.